Hello, crypto. I'm Ali Kane, host of the Weekly Blaze, where we'll bring you all the updates from our awesome Blaze 3 protocols and also alpha from what's happening outside in the wider crypto ecosystem. Listening to that little song tonight, it's kind of going, we're doing it for real. We've been listening to that song, Mint Blaze with Ita. We're doing it for real. Stake, blaze, and eat. Stake, blaze, and earn ETH. I've got mine staked, and I'm earning my first ETH tomorrow. Woo-hoo-hoo! It works. It all works. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We pulled it off. Hopefully the payouts work tomorrow. So, yes, sorry about that. I got really excited when I heard the song and I heard the words. I just got really excited there. Just that everything's working. The protocol's launched after the amount of effort and pain, torture, toil, trouble, hours and hours of labor went into getting everything built. There's the fact that it launched last week. We're on day 7 and everything's working flawlessly. Beautiful DeFi protocol. No admin keys. Fully decentralized, immutable code on the Ethereum blockchain. It is a absolute powerhouse. So, okay, what we're doing tonight on the show, we're keeping it short and sweet, little 40-minute stream tonight, and 2 of the other founders of the team, Bad Sports and Stevie DeFi, are here with me tonight. We're going to run through the protocol. Just have a chat about what people are doing within what they're doing within the protocol, what plays people are making, and just what we think ourselves. So, Steve, Josh, you want to bring yourselves up there, and we'll get a chat.
Hey, Ali.
Yo, Steve.
Hey, guys.
Josh, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, what's good? You good?
Yeah,
Nice.
buzzing.
Nice to see you.
I got carried away at the start there. I was really buzzing there.
Yeah, you're maybe keep your singing voice to yourself next time, Ali. I don't know.
I know. I threw that in there just so people would know I was here.
No, it's good. That intro gets me every time, man. It's I'm dancing in the green room every time that comes on. I love it.
Oh yeah, it really sticks in your head.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, just Mint Blaze, earn ETH, awesome community, all the things that were in that song, they're all fucking true. They're all true. It's a dream come true. So, how have you guys been getting on this last week since the protocol launched? Steve, how you feeling? How's it going?
Yeah, I haven't been on the stream since. It was, of course, we had top dev, so I was confident it's going to be okay. But it's that when that launch is, you always get that adrenaline rush. From any launch I do, but for our launch, it's that little bit more of an adrenaline rush because we're the founders. But yeah, it was interesting. I did my strategy. I bought off the bat and I lost, and it's one of the first launches I've ever lost in because I was very conservative about selling my own protocol, which in hindsight I should have sold because I would have had more to just pump the price later, just stick it in later and do other things. So, but yeah, it was fun to watch. It's been fun to watch the price.
Josh, how you been feeling since it's launched last Wednesday?
Yeah, launch day was something else, man. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of build up. Good few weeks, just really building adrenaline and excitement. And then when we launched, I was wiped out. I passed out for like 12, 13, 14 hours, like on that evening. And after everything was all good and knew everything was running smooth and everyone was happy, I just sort of passed out. Woke up the next day, started DCA and started playing with the auctions, and it's been really impressive to see actually how much value has been coming into the auctions and how people are almost like arbing through that day, and it's like absolutely blowing my mind that there's that much attention on it. It's brilliant, and
it hasn't really. It's been really well. It's been running really well so far, and some of the things that's happening are not really what I expected. I kind of expected a little bit more of an ARB play, but the ARB is getting closed out every day, and that just to me just means people really want to get their hands on the Blaze tokens. They're not worried about trying to catch a difference in market price to buy and sell. They're really entering the auctions to try and stack their Blaze. So that's one thing that, I thought there might have been more people trying to buy and sell quickly, which hasn't really been the case as much so far. Josh, you've got control of the system here. Can you share my screen just so we get the what we'll do we wouldn't mind having a quick talk through each of the pages, and just if anybody in the chat asks any questions, we can run through them.
Yeah, can you not just click present at the bottom there, Ali? That'll come up.
Does it not come up? We'll present.
Yeah, that'll bring your screen up. There we go.
Yeah, auction.
Nice.
So, oh look, which wallet have I got connected? I've got a DJ. I've got a DJM wallet connected.
you need to get rid of all them dodgy bookmarks as well, Ali, in the top there. There's some really funny ones up there. 9-inch, I can see. That sounds a bit strange.
I never thought of it. That I should hide it. We've got all the good stuff. 9mm, Huckleberry Dex. That was a Dex. That was one of the first Dexes I ever used over on Moonbeam. Huckleberry, absolute disaster.
on Moonbeam.
Moon River.
Yeah, bloody hell. Yeah, get rid of that. We don't need to see that one.
Yeah. So auction page. I mean, we all knew how slick this part would be. Nice and simple. That you just change the down to 50. What's 50 is a half par, 0.1 ETH, and then a minimum. No, what's the minimum? 1 par, 0.002 ETH, $6. So you can participate with as little as $6. And I have seen, a fair few small participants as well, which is good that the Gwei is not killing the little guy at the minute. But even what have we even got today at the minute? They just do go full par, a 6x, well, 5.5x at the minute. I think that's holding up more today at the minute than it has other days. What do you guys think at this time?
Yeah, it does seem to be. And I think one of the reasons is that the 8-day auction's coming out tomorrow, isn't it? So people have got their mind on that they're not going to use the tokens for the 8-day. But it could be a good way to get cheaper tokens than the past few days.
It might be, but then it could, yourself, it could very, very easily just close out again. I go to sleep at night and kind of I've been waking up, I've been going to sleep in sort of UK time, and it's been triple digits, and I've been waking up every morning and it's back in double digits. The ROI has been back in double digits, and then just as it closes in on it ticks over at 10:40 here in the UK every day, and it just gets closer and closer to zero as you get closer to that little tick over to the next day. But I mean, I haven't had any issues at all with the auction page. Have you guys?
It's worked smooth for me.
Yeah, the whole DApp has been absolutely seamless. There's a couple of little tweaks that we've made along the way. Just like the dollar values and stuff. There's Mackenzie, did that tweet and we jumped straight on that within a few minutes. We have the dollar values there, which is absolutely a godsend. I don't know how we missed that one, guys. On the build,
I even spent the first day doing the calculating. I must have calculated 20 times in the first day. But
yeah, no, it was a great tip there. That was good. And no, the whole DApp, the auction, everything has been smooth. It's great that you say that, because I'm the same, Ali. UK time, go to bed, quite late on, sometimes early hours, and you got triple digit ROI showing, and then when you wake up, it's almost single or nothing, and it's I'm probably like you guys. It's the first thing I'm looking at when I wake up in the morning now. So
yeah, I saw it in the minus a couple of days ago. Was the ROI was in the minus? So, but as you guys know, every day I record how much came in and the cost basis that the people at the auction got, and it's always been in the first few days like 3.5, and the last few has been like 5.5.
5.5%. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, $5 per token if you went in the auction. Yeah, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, so anybody looking at the DApp that hasn't used it yet, you can literally just select what you want from 1 to 100 par, and it'll tell you here how much you're spending in ETH and how many blaze you're getting for your ETH. So like right down there, if I'm spending $6 of ETH on only a 1 par, I'll get 8 Blaze, and at the minute that will get me like a 6x return on the 8 Blaze tokens. They're down the bottom, active auctions. I have no active auctions. I probably will be participating again tomorrow. And then, as I say, this is a little wallet that I just use to test things out. I have a couple of nice little small 10 batch there. What's a 10 batch? $68, 85 Blaze. So yeah, a couple of nice little handy ones there. Staking page. There's only one way to stake. Max. Woo-hoo-hoo! There's only one way to go. Again, staking calculator will show you, give you an idea of what your shares are. Steve, do you want to talk through the staking page a wee bit?
Yeah, so basically you can stake your Blaze, and the max is 2,888 days. It gives you a 288% bonus compared to if you're just going to do the minimum, which is 88. But what I do when I want to stake is I always go to the calculator first. So I go to the calculator to see what I would get, because that I can see like if I staked 1,000, I'm going to see tomorrow that's how much I would get right now if the amount stayed the same.
Yeah, and then just explain that little stake length, that little bonus multiplier, because I don't think it actually shows it in the DApp anywhere, does it? It's in the white paper how it works, but it doesn't show the actual bonus in the DApp, does it?
Yeah, it's just automatically calculated. So if you put in 88, it's going to be a lot less.
Let's have a look at. So we do stake. So this is an easy way to do it. If you're staking 1 Blaze, and you stake for the minimum, which is 88 days, you'll see there my number of shares that I get is only 1. But if I do that for even as a 288, you can see that I get an extra 20%. If I go 288, if you go all the way to 2888 and max stake, you get a 3.8x 288% bonus, bonus on your shares. So I mean, the bonus for max staking is pretty big.
Oh, it's a massive difference.
Yeah,
it's huge. I've started various amounts of stakes this week, and just playing around with numbers. I want to have different stakes ending different times, and trying to time different pulls. And yeah, wow, when you go max, it's a different ballgame. So it's really nice to see that. I've never actually worked out like that, Ali. That's pretty cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah, it's I mean, again, for the smaller guys coming in, there's not a lot, but there's a few pretty big players already in the game here. But for the smaller guys, you like even like the even 100 Blaze or 50 Blaze, when you go max with that, it does turn into quite a nice return already. So yeah, it's taken.
And there's there's not in my mind. There's I've got some that I plan to stake, but I'm thinking, am I going to do the max? Or am I going to go 88, the minimum, and then restake to get a bigger share rate, because of the share rate bonus decreases, and Blaze is going to get a bigger share rate in the future.
Okay.
So something that Josh or Mason or one of the guys had an idea of doing that. So it's like there's a strategy to how long you're going to stake it.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll let you figure that strategy out yourself, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I suppose a little bit like the Hex staking ladders. You don't want to be just sticking everything max length. Do put them that you can do that and ladder it out or whatever. You got that option. Just the 2888 bonus it's appealing, especially when the majority of the funds that come into this system go into the staking payouts. So, going long it's part of my early strategy is to build up that long-term holding as well for the 2888, for the 888 pools and stuff, to get that 4,000 Blaze in there to get my share in the distance.
I don't think we've discussed enough about that pool, to be honest. That is the main focus too. Yeah, obviously the 288% bonus is huge, but the main focus for max staking is to get into that pool, because at the minute there's going to be absolutely limited people in there, and it's got a year, you got 365 days to get in there, so it's still very early days, but it's something to be thinking about to be building that stack of 4,000 blaze. Just slowly build it up and get that staked max length, catch all of the payouts that are coming, the 8-day, the 28, the 88, everything else, and then to know that you're still going to have that Diamond Hand Club ticket. I think we need to really make sure that everyone's fully aware of how to get into there.
Yeah, let's see. There's a perfect example. So 4.5 blaze is what, say they're about, call it about, what's that? $25, something like that at the minute, max stake. What's that? 0.02% the shares. Oh, I love to bring up my actual wallet and have a look and see how much it's gone down, how much the payout for tomorrow is gone down. I'd love to be able to actually connect and show all that stuff in the rewards pools. So you go in here, guys, and you do your staking, you pick your stake lengths, and you can ladder them out, whatever. It'll show your active stakes, your ended stakes down the bottom here, and then you can go into the rewards page. So tomorrow, if you don't know, the protocol runs on 8-day payout cycles, 88-day payout cycles, 288-day payout cycles, and there's a massive 888-day payout pool at the end. Are the devs updating that pool to show how much is in it? They must be doing the update that we were asking them for earlier today, putting that note in, because that was the 888 pool was there when I was looking earlier today. But
oh, it's there, Ali. It's just must be your cash, your screen. There's $32,500 in that one right now.
Oh, there we go. Refresh. Yeah. So the first 8-day payout, there's $54,000 worth of ETH getting distributed to the stakers tomorrow. So depending on how much blaze you've got staked for how long and what percentage your share of the pool is. So if I see here, and if I was to do that, I would like that just 5 blaze max stake would get me 0.02% of the global shares. So I would be getting 0.02% off this 8-day payout pool if I was to go and stake that. But yeah, $54,000 getting paid out tomorrow, guys. What do you think of that?
I want some of it. I'm gonna do some max. I'm gonna stick some max stakes in now, I think. No, it's pretty impressive, and that's just the 8-day pool. So we've got that every 8 days. If we can hit 50 grand plus every 8 days, I think we're on something there.
Yeah, it would be nice. It's even for like I say, for the amount that I have got staked. I haven't went crazy yet, but even for the amount that I've got staked at the minute, tomorrow is a pretty nice juicy payout for what I've put into the system so far. And then, in 11 of those cycles, we've got this 88-day payout pool, and it's already got $43,000 in it. The 288 already has $36,000 in it, and then that massive 888 payout pool. If you imagine this protocol runs for 888 days, and if after 7 days it's at $32,000 worth of ETH, it's got 9.5 ETH in it there. Where could that get to? Never mind the amount of ETH that goes in, but also maybe the multiples that ETH can do over that time. So yeah, it's a lot of really interesting moving parts within the protocol. 88-day payout. That 88-day payout could build up real quick. Any thoughts on this page, Steve? Any tactics for the viewers? And
yeah, well, we've got to get Mason on because he goes really in depth to tactics. And really, this last week, I've been thinking of the future. I've been having the vision with Josh, and as you know, so kind of like different parts of the team, like Mason really getting. I know Mason's probably got a spreadsheet with all the possible scenarios going on here because he loves his numbers. We should get him on and ask him some questions. But yeah. It was just interested to see how it plays out the next 8 days. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the dynamic between entering the auctions or buying on market. I've bought more on the market than I have entering the auctions, just because I'm quite a cautious investor. Well, I suppose, well, that's maybe not entirely true, but when it comes to things that I want to put it, when it comes to things that you really want to actually get involved in and put a decent amount of money, and I would always play quite conservatively at the start. So I didn't even ape into the auctions in the first day, or the second day. I think it wasn't until day 3 I had my first little nibble at it, and I did pick up more on the dips in the market rather than entering the auctions. So it's just constantly in my mind looking at the difference between the chart and the chart and what you're getting in the auctions. The thing is, and I think as time goes on, as I start to earn some of the Ethereum rewards, I will probably put a decent percentage of that straight back in through the auctions. I think it's probably because I didn't want to sell, I didn't want to keep selling Titan X or any of the other stuff just to get ETH, and kind of using what I had in Titan X and what I had in ETH to participate at the minute. But yeah, that's another dynamic that might change as opportunities arise over the next couple of days. Just I see on the chart we're having there's a little bit of a sell off there at the minute going on the chart.
No, that's just one fairly big wallet exiting. He's out now, so
He sold all that blaze.
Yeah, he's out. I'm gonna buy his position out in a minute. So, while we're here. Yeah, he's gone.
Rewards and burn then the buy and burn. The buy and burn. So at the minute, every time somebody enters the auction, the percentage of the percentage of Ethereum comes into the distribute box here. And then whenever you click distribute, it goes to the buy and burn, it goes to the reward pools. And there's a little user fee for doing that. Let that build up, and then take the fee for distributing it to all the participants. And then the buy and burn. That's I'll be honest. I was expecting more participation on day 1. I think we got there was about $50,000 or $80,000 come in to the protocol on day 1, which is, thinking about it in hindsight, is a pretty good first day. We're kind of expecting, maybe overly optimistic, expecting maybe $500,000 coming in the first day. That didn't quite happen. But, as I say, in hindsight, looking back, it was a successful good day or successful first day, and we've been able to build on it well. But the buy and burn ended up after day 1 with, how much was it in it for the first day, after the first 3 days? It was about 18 grand, was it?
No, yeah, just short of 20K. Yep.
So yeah, in the buy and burn, we ended up with just short of 20K, and if that could be called at about $1,000 every 15 minutes, so about 4.5 hours, something like that. The buy and burn had been burnt out, which, and it's funny looking back at the time. Some people were like, as they do, some people were complaining, saying it's useless, it's no good. But I think, we always built this thing that the main thing is the Ethereum payouts. The buy and burn's just there to suck up supply. Plus, we've always said we have other things coming in the pipeline to aid the system. So don't fade the community based on don't fade the founders based on just what we have here at the minute. There's plenty more coming from the team. But the buy and burn at the minute, $465 in the buy and burn at the minute. And that can be called by the user.
And it's running beautifully. Like, not to forget, this is fully decentralized. It's just working on chain. If we disappear, if we don't do anything, we don't have to do anything. This is going to run fully immutable and decentralized. I love that process. What one improvement we could have done when we launched is this distribute button. Just have it once a day. I thought that would be a nice thing, but it is what it is, and it's nice. It's still kind of nice having these little buys throughout the day come in.
Yeah,
I think as the market turns as well, and we get more participation, and there's I think it'll be all right to have the way it is there at the minute. It's just whenever the bull run really kicks off, Titan starts pumping, Blaze prices going up, You know, it'll be hopefully it'll be larger numbers ending up in there every day, and it won't matter so much, Steve.
Yeah.
I think it worked pretty beautifully. To be fair, with day 4 we had the 26K emissions coming to market, and the 20 grand was there. And if you look at the chart, it just wicked right back up, and then we started this nice trend up again over the last couple of days. So yeah, it's a nice slow and steady drip of buys, and also it's not just buys; it's obviously completely benevolent whale that burns it, and you never see it again. So there's that part to it. But yeah, that it just wicked right back up, and then we started to trend up again. So it did exactly what it's supposed to do, and yeah, it was lovely. And I think with the I like how it's quite irregular, just small buys, irregular through the day when it fills up. I think that it adds a little bit. You can't really, no one can really play the system as much at the minute, so it's interesting.
Yeah, so it just give the viewers little insights. Okay, so look, there's $143 that's just popped in to the distribute. If you want to dig into little bits and pieces, we can go in down here and click on the auction contract. If I go to Etherscan, paste that in there, we can look and see. So purchase batch. Somebody's purchased a batch 1 minute ago with 0.05 ETH. It's just nice to see. If you really want to understand what's going on under the hood, you can dig in and have a look at things like this. So yeah, 0.05 ETH. There's a list of kind of batch purchases of 2 hours ago. 0.35 ETH. Hefty enough. $1,000 in $1,000 buy. Batch buy by somebody there to, there's another one there, 0.2, 0.05, 0.2. So decent enough participation today already.
Someone just called the buy and burn actually, just now.
Did they? Let's go and have a look. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So the buy and burn. What was that? $500? Someone? Was it you?
No, that was nothing to do with me. That was nothing to do with me. I didn't want to call it because I haven't got any buys in yet.
Yeah, someone's just, and again, if you're wanting to learn how parts of this system work, let me share my share screen. I'll have a quick look at the chart as well. Come back. Share. Can you pull that up for me to the bottom there? Yeah. So if the buy and burn, there it is. That was it. $553. Just bought 94 Blaze and burnt it. So that 94 Blaze is gone forever, which, when you think about it, is quite a lot of supply. If there's 8,000 tokens coming out on a daily basis, and one simple $500 buy and burn has like taken 94 of those off the market forever, that builds up. I don't even, have we even got the stat of the number of Blaze that's been bought and burnt so far? I have no idea what that figure is.
No, there's not an easy a data point for that at the minute. We'd have to scroll through and figure it out. But we're well, actually, I reached out to Mike Dean today, so we're in conversation and trying to get a Doom dashboard set up, so that'll have all that information. So hopefully, if we can jump on that and get that moving, we'll have all that information to the community as soon as possible.
Yeah. So the chart's been quite interesting. There's the.
We can probably work it out though. I mean, if 260 grand has come in the protocol, and 15% of that has been burnt, let's say it's going to be less. Let's say $5 because it went down to 2.2, didn't it? Burnt
it probably spent quite a lot. What was day 3? 26. So it was, the buy and burn was operating in these. Yeah, it spent the majority of its 20K probably around these prices here. Yeah, $2 to $3, $2 to $4.
Yeah,
if you do have
39,000 tab, if I divide it by 4 on the high end, that's 10,000 blaze. Rough estimate, 10,000 blaze have been burnt.
Nice.
Which is quite a lot.
Yeah, I was circling these. These were the tick over times for each day. Tick over, sell off. The candles were matching each other. Look, the candle off the sell off was being bought up straight away again after the tick over every day. Bump,
Nice.
the same. What was today's? There's today's. Today we didn't get a dip at all in the run over. We're just getting a little bit of a dip here at the minute. Which, whenever we end stream, if we go, I'll be going trying to scoop up some more. It's friggin' addictive, isn't it? Trying to get that off. Yeah, it's bloody addictive.
Yeah, if I like, I worked out the cost basis each day. I just mentioned it. In day one, it was 9. It's kind of very rough what I did here, but in day one, it was like $9.7. Day 2, $3.8. Day 3, $3.3. Day 4, 4.5. Day 5, 5.5. And today it was 5.4. So all those is the cost basis of the auctions.
So far,
yeah, the last 6 days.
Yeah, it's funny. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You probably could have, if you put your money in, if you put your tight necks straight in and bought on the market, you probably did get a better deal than entering the auction so far. But you don't really help the system that much, and you're not really guaranteed anything either. You're not guaranteed that it's going to be better or worse. It's kind of just where it has ended up. When you look in hindsight each day, you can kind of go, all right, okay, well that's where it ended up that day, and you can look back and say that now, but you have no idea at the time the auctions are happening, or so it's an awkward one to call.
Yeah. Plus, when you buy online, when you buy from the LP, you can't get as much as if you auctioned. In a way.
That's true. Yeah, because you're moving the price against yourself. The slippage is still, even though there's 89K of liquidity, you do move the price. You go in with a couple of $1,000 or $1,000. Those guys going in with their, even seen there was like a $1,000 buy. You probably are much better throwing that 1,000 into the auction. One, you're helping the system, but 2, you're not getting hit with the slippage on it. Just ban it on the market. I've seen, people coming in throwing an ETH or half an ETH at it, and you're definitely at that stage better off putting it in the auctions. Plus, you don't need to worry too much about what the price is doing. You just enter the auction, and it is what it is. Bad Sport just disappeared. I mean, I wanted to bring the DAP.
No. I said when we started, I've got a takeaway coming. My missus is sick in bed. I couldn't cook anything, so I might have to go and nip off and get my dinner.
I forgot. What'd you get to eat?
Got some grilled chicken and rice, coleslaw, stuff like that. Kind of healthy, but.
Sorry, can you bring my screen back up again?
Yeah, sure. I'm just trying to shovel some rice down while I speak.
Yeah, it was just wanted to go through the last few little bits on the DAP. So it was showing the people here. You can click all the contracts here, the ban burn. You can go and have a look and see when it's called, how much it was worth, all that kind of stuff. The auctions, the token. We'll have a quick look at the holders in a minute, but and then the tools section, calculator. You can, before you participate in the auction. I use this a lot already during the day. We're playing around with this for a week already, and I'm just constantly in here comparing figures, staking figures as well. I know what did go through. So, if you have 1,000 blazed a minute, 1,000, that'd be $4,800 worth max staked. You'll be getting nearly $3,000 back tomorrow. Oh. I can't wait to see what happens here. It's like each part of the way. The first 3 days we had the first unlocks of tokens. We had the staking opening, the ban burn operating, and now we've got we've got the tick over. You can see what people do the day. To get blaze through the auction, you had to be in the day 6 auction to get your Blaze into your wallet, to be able to stake it before to stake it day 7 to get your rewards day 8. So it's just another thing that people will learn as we go along, just where we see a little different dynamics as we take along in each 8-day cycle. So it's going to be exciting tomorrow to see what way that all plays out. I don't see, there's no real questions in the chat there about the DApp. Let me see. Just Blaze token bump.
Yeah, let's look at these top holders.
Okay, so they started off the first day with only 55 holders. We were kind of looking at that number whenever we launched, and we're wondering why it was so low. But then I suppose, even that day, I think there was something like 50 odd participants in the auctions, and anybody that participated in the auctions for the first 3 days didn't get their tokens. So as soon as the unlock happened, as we ticked over into day 4, we did jump from whatever it was, 55 holders to like 120, and that number's been slowly creeping up each day since. So we're up to 173 holders. Let's click into the holders. I hope everybody that plays around with systems like this constantly looks at all this kind of information. It does help you make some, you may not always right, but it does help you make, a little bit more of an informed decision if you know what's going on. So at the minute, there's the number 1 holder of Blaze is the staking contract. So at the minute, there's 21,810 Blaze staked in the staking contract, and that's 39.3% of the supply. So at the minute, before the first staking or the first reward pool gets paid out, we're already sitting at 40% of the Blaze locked up for tomorrow. Considering it's 40%, the payout is still pretty damn high. So that's going to be a nice, interesting number to keep an eye on all the time. I see Mo's in the chat there now. I've seen him posting about about those staking percentages. So that's definitely one you want to keep your eye on as well. And then our liquidity pool, locked liquidity. Steve, do you want to explain quickly? I know you need to split, but do you want to explain quickly, the difference in why this when you look at the liquidity pool on Dex Screener, it doesn't show that it's locked, but it actually is locked, if that makes sense. Can you explain that little dynamic?
Muted. You're muted, Steve. Looking around.
Looking at the error, unmute you.
I didn't look on Dex Screener, so I didn't realize it didn't say that. But it's probably Tyson Nexus the same, but the smart contract owns it, so maybe that's the reason. But certainly, no one can access that pool. It is equivalent as locked because it's owned by a smart contract, which we do not control.
Yeah, see, it is something I think Josh was talking about it with somebody last week, that because it's owned by a smart contract that we have no admin keys for, it doesn't show that it's locked liquidity, but actually in reality nobody can get at it. It is locked, but it's just the way it's displayed on Dex Screener or some of the ranking sites or whatever.
They can't physically show it as locked because it just doesn't. They'd have to literally look into the contract. They're looking to if it's renounced, where the ownership is. So, I know of someone who is trying to contact Dex Screener to try and get a bit more clarity on that, but I can't imagine it anytime soon.
Yeah, so the second largest holder of Titan is the liquidity, or of Blaze is the liquidity pool, and then we're into the real holders. So, this F50 is a pretty big holder in our system, almost 5,000 Blaze tokens. That's even at this value, nearly over $20,000 worth of Blaze held at the minute. It's a big chunk of supply. I'll be watching that wallet to see what it does tomorrow. If he dumps some, if he decides that this isn't for him, I'll be scooping up as many of those coins as I can off the market if we get a little bit of a dip from it. And then if he goes into the staking pools, it'll be interesting to see what way he goes. He or she, they go into the staking pools with that. So yeah, a lot of interesting dynamics at play here. Mo is saying all my Blaze is staked. Yeah. So I won't show up as a holder. I'll be within the staking protocol. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing to always remember, that, anybody that's staked don't show up as holders here as well. So, the adoption's pretty good. 173 holders. Plus, on top of the 173 holders, 40% of the supply is locked up. Obviously, some people may be holding and staking. So it's hard. It's hard to get an exact figure. But yeah. Again,
just on that, Ali. I'm completely max staked, so it's quite interesting that Mers said the same thing. I think we need to do a little bit of a deep dive into how many stakers we've got that are not holders, because I think that could increase that holder or participant user amount a lot from 170. Because I'm one of them, Mer's one of them, just on the chat. I'm sure there's many others. So it'd be interesting.
I've got 3 different wallets at play, and 2 of them are staked. So the only one that will show as a holder. So I have 3 wallets, and only one of them is really showing as a holder. So again, I'm the same as you guys. But yeah, well, another thing, can we look anywhere to see how long people stake for? If you dig into transaction hash of a stake on the staking contract, is there figures in there to show how long people staked for? I mean, I imagine that's bound to be in there somewhere. And when we do get Mike Dean, can probably pull that data out quite easily if that's kind of what one of the things we're looking for.
Yeah, definitely that data will be able to be pulled off chain. We just need the little alien avatar to come to the table and get us set up.
Okay, look, I want to wrap it up there for tonight. I want to keep it short and sweet tonight. Have you guys anything else you want to chat about quickly?
One thing that we could say, I don't know if we should say it.
Don't ask any stupid questions.
I'm muting him. He's going to talk about future development, and I'm not having it. You're back in the room.
No, well, I wasn't going to say much. I was going to say that we got a cool little mascot that we could release sometime in the next week or so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got, we've been very vocal about what we've got coming up next with from the team. We're working hard on behind the scenes on other things to enhance, community led. We really want to build as much as we can to help the users of Blaze, the participants of Blaze, and everything we do from here on out will really be trying to bring value and add value into our own little ecosystem. So yeah, it's exciting just watching this protocol play out, but there's plenty more from this team to come as well. Anything else, Josh? Anything?
No, I'm over the moon how the launch went, and the last few days have been exciting. They keep getting better and better. Me and Steve have been working around the clock again. So yeah, I won't say too much, but there could be some announcements coming soon. So watch this space.
Yeah. These 2 guys, friggin' torture. They are as a team. It's hard to keep up with these 2. Their brains are working overdrive 24/7. And geez, lads, give us a chance to catch up for a second. But yeah, look, all's going well. All's going well. I'm really happy how everything has panned out so far. The protocol's working well. Participation's great, and tomorrow's going to be another good day. Just seeing how do we end up getting an opportunity to pick up some last minute deals through the auction, or do we get a nice little opportunity to buy some cheap Blaze off the market overnight as well? So yeah, the DTM trading in the chat saying can't wait for tomorrow. Thanks, gents. Yep, thanks for being here, and thanks for participating as well.
Sorry, a bit premature there, wasn't I?
No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there'll be plenty more to come from the team here. We're streaming every Tuesday. We have Maxim broadcast on next week. Maxim broadcast on next week. By that time, we're going to have a lot more data. We're going to have a lot more info, and we'll be deep diving into maybe a few more. He'll have give this system a lot of deep thought, and we'll maybe dig down deeper into some of the moving parts of this system next week as well. And then I think the week after that we have Jake lined up to come on the 16th. Jake lined up to come on the show.
That'll be interesting.
That will be interesting. And then there's a few other good guests we've got lined up for the near
future. We've a number of times. I mean, he's given great input. In the last week.
So yes, thanks very much everybody for participating in Blaze, for tuning in to another weekly Blaze show. Stay tuned. Lots more to come, and good luck in the auctions of your market buys. And hope the game treats you well.
Innovative DeFi project.